that I already fried. I fried this yesterday, the day before, and then now I can get ready to cook it. Or will be good too with a protein, other protein. I have, this is a chicken thigh fillet, which I'm gonna cut it in dice, and I'm gonna show you how to make this tempeh and with the chicken. All right, so I'm gonna blend all of this except the leaves and the ginger. Okay, so I'm using a shallot. This probably if you have all the small Asian shallots like this, you're probably gonna need like about 5 or 6, but I have the big shallots one, so this is roughly how many I needed. And then garlics, about 3 or 4. Mine is pretty small, so I'm using 4. And then pandan leaf, it's about 3 of them, and I tied a knot like this. It's pretty small, but when you buy it the first time, they're probably selling with a big and long leaf. All I did was just cut it in half, and you just needed 2 of them and cut it. This is what I have left. And then this one is candle nut. You can definitely find this in the Asian store. Well, I found it here. If you can't find this candle nut, you just skip it. It's fine. And then, well, we need about 5 of those. And then ginger. We're only gonna smash them. Just gonna smash it later. And then kaffir lime leaf. I use about 5 or 6. And then the chili. If you can find the big one like this is pretty hot for some people. So you want to de-seed it. Just throw away the seeds, and then you can blend them. And this is the bird eye chili. This is definitely hot. If you don't want to be hot, don't use this. You can skip this one and just do this. Or I found in a grocery set that you can find this big one. This is definitely not spicy at all. You can use like 2 of this. Or if you can't find any of this chili, you can use red bell pepper. Use 1 or 2 will do good. And then 1 tomato, we're just gonna chop it. And a basil. This basil we kind of need a lot because we're gonna treat them like another green for the dish, not just the garnish. This is a Thai basil, but if you cannot find it, you can use any basil that you can find. Like even Italian basil will work. It will do just fine. Okay, but I can only find Thai basil. All right. So I just blend my chili, and then now I'm gonna blend the rest of like shallots, candle nut, and the garlic. If you needed a little bit of water just to smoothen up, please do so. Use the water, not an oil. Okay. The paste that you wanted. We're good. So I'm gonna divide this into half. I'm gonna use half of this paste for the tempeh, and then the other half is from my chicken. This is good enough to make 2, but I only have like 4 thigh fillet here. You can use any type of protein actually. Whoa, the chili is really... Again, if you don't like spicy, you can use red bell pepper. It works too. So with the lemongrass, you want to smash it with the back of your knife like this. This is to release the oil from inside the lemongrass. Okay, mine is frozen, so it's kind of easy to smash it after defrost. If not, then yours is probably going to be a little bit harder if it's fresh. And then this one with the kaffir lime leaf, we're gonna tear it up. And for the ginger, I'm just gonna smash it. Same thing like the lemongrass. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, Okay, while the oil is still cold, you want to add the ginger, pandan leaves, the lemongrass, and this kaffir lime leaves. I'm gonna tear it out just like this to release the oil too. Okay, that's good. We're just gonna let this aromatics infuse the oil until the oil is hot. When the oil start to get hot, then we're gonna add our chili paste. You can see the oil is hot now. We're gonna take about half of this paste. Oops, shouldn't do that. Cook this until it's really cooked, as in the paste. You have to cook that raw onion and the garlic and the chili. You will know from the smell. You can tell that it's really cooked. I'm going to show it to you when it's done. And because we are using the food processor, if you add it water, you really need to cook it until all the waters evaporate. No more liquid, then you know your paste is done. I need about a teaspoon of the turmeric powder because I don't have the fresh turmeric, so we're gonna add on here. So we like that orange color for this woku. So now we're gonna add a tomato, chopped tomato. We're gonna cook until that tomato, it's kind of like smush and kind of like making a sauce before we add in our protein. You might want to cook this in just a medium heat, okay? You don't want to be blasting hot. And I've been cooking this for a good 5 minutes now. Really want to make sure that everything's cooked. Okay, now I'm gonna add our protein, and this time I'm using a tempeh. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt, a little bit of paprika. I'm sorry, a pepper. I'm using a white pepper here. You don't need so much because you already have chili there. And a chicken powder. Use your favorite chicken powder, or if you want to make it vegetarian, of course you can use a vegetable stock. And then you're just gonna blend. Make sure all of the tempeh are coated with the sauce. Gosh, this just smells so good. And as you can see, if it's like this, I like it like this, but my husband likes it when it's a little bit saucy, if you want to say, like more of the sauce. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water, just a little bit. You don't want too much. You don't want to make it a broth, not so much. Yeah, just like this. I just want to heat up and warm up the tempeh. The tempeh is already cooked and our sauce is good. And now I just need to taste it. Okay, I'm gonna taste this. Make sure it's good. It's delicious. I forgot the sugar. The sugar is just to balance all of this flavor. Especially when you have a hot chili, a little bit sugar won't hurt. Okay, it's almost done. I'm gonna take half of my basil. And it's done. Oh, sorry. The moment I add in the basil, I already turn off the heat actually. So there you go. Okay. Same thing, you're gonna cook the paste first. Add the chicken. The cooking time will be a little bit longer because, yeah, you know, you have to cook the chicken. But with the tempeh, I already fried it, so all I have to do is just coat it in that sauce. It will release its own water, like the chicken fat, so you don't need to add more water. I mean, this is in my opinion. Season with salt, again with pepper. You can use black pepper if you don't have, and a little bit of sugar. And some chicken powder. Cover it and cook it until the chicken cooks through. Okay, my chicken is cooked through, and if you want more sauce, again, you can add water. Now the basil leaf. So before you serve it, don't forget to take out the lemongrass, the ginger, and the kaffir lime leaves before you serve it. Okay, so there you go.